Welcome to another episode of Cannabis Tech Talks, brought to you by Green Rebates. We are here at MJBizCon. I'm Mary Jane, and I'm here with Mary Jane Oatman and Rob Caro of the Indigenous Cannabis Industry Association. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
So excited to be here. This is massive.
Is this your first conference?
Second MJBiz for me.
Number 6.
Wow. Okay, you're an industry veteran.
Yes.
So I would love to know about the work that you're doing and why specifically you feel it's important to be at this show.
Things are happening with Indigenous communities. It's exciting to be able to be here on behalf of the Indigenous Cannabis Industry Association to represent the emergence of Indigenous communities in reclaiming plant medicine healing and really taking the conversation beyond the political sphere and getting down to where the rubber meets the road here at MJBizCon, into the business development, the tech, the AI, just all of these business solutions, all in this amazing convention center. It's one-stop shop, and we're excited to be able to host and invite tribes and bring them here.
Yeah, I mean, we're here to, gather knowledge as usual. This is not typically an event that, we kind of focus on because it's a bit more mainstream, and there's a lot more tactical work that has to happen in Indian country right now. So, but this is where, as you said, the rubber meets the road. This is kind of cannabis 501 per se when you come to MJBiz. So we're still here, and there are tribes that are really advanced in the industry, and there are tribes that are really just, looking to kind of build their toolkit about how to advance in the industry. So we're here to connect, we're here to do deals, we're here to find partners, and we couldn't be more excited.
So the organization has a sort of a multi-pronged approach. You work with policy, empowerment, and connection. Can you say a little bit about policy and what you're looking for, especially with the upcoming new administration?
Yeah, so sovereign nations, right? 574 sovereign nations in the U.S. I don't think people kind of understand what that means, but they communicate, on a federal to federal level. So tribes have, the autonomy to self-determine what's best for them and their communities. And you're seeing that in action right now with the Eastern Band of Cherokee, who's advanced plant medicine to a recreational level before the state has. So in states like mine, which is Wisconsin, Idaho, we're in these prohibition states with tribes that are looking to advance wellness for their communities. So I think for us, we still operate in a vacuum. I don't think administration's really going to change too much, except now we're at this point where we have a president that's kind of a wheeling, dealing president. And our tribes are really, trying to find sort of the peace of mind they need and the toolkits they need to advance, knowing that, public safety is first and that their communities aren't going to be at risk. So I don't think anything changes except for the fact that things are going to move even faster, I feel. And tribes are starting to get organized to not be on islands, but really get organized in solidarity to have the confidence to move forward with this plant medicine together.
So you're on the ground in Wisconsin and you're in Idaho?
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about what it's like to be in a prohibition state? What is it like on the ground in Idaho? That's got to be hard.
It is difficult.
Yeah.
I had a victory report just yesterday, and I had one of my own family members, my own son was going through a possession charge in Idaho, and being a young person, that's a very scary thing. But we're surrounded by adult use states all around us. And it's not just our young people that are still facing these criminal prohibitions. We have elders that are going through criminal court cases in Idaho. So I really feel like compelled to, call the industry at large to action, to help support states like Wisconsin and Idaho, because it feels like there's so much celebration, like we've crossed some sort of finish line, but to know that, we got organizations out there like Freedom Grow and Last Prisoner Project that are, working towards efforts for releasing currently incarcerated prisoners, that we're in states where we're still locking people up. And I feel like right now the mentality in Idaho It's very much a religious ideology. They see the economics behind cannabis, and that just does not seem to be a factor that they weigh into the landscape for cannabis in Idaho, unfortunately.
It's hard.